pouring from the community as far as supporting the Benevolent Association's golf outing. As you recall, we started this because of the tragic death of Sergeant Bert Cook, followed 8 months later by the tragic death of Officer Gary Bradley. They both succumbed to cancer. We formed this to help the two widows and the orphans that were left behind. We're taking care of any of their needs as far as medical needs, and in the future, if they have any educational needs, we'll be there for them. We've also expanded from the original concept of the families to include now the department, the city, village. So if there's some tragedy that occurs, the Benevolent Association is going to be there for them. But again, today it's going to be another exciting outing. Today we're going to also, in memory of Bob Talbert, have his wife Lynn here today. Bob was one of the people that got behind the Benevolent Association right from the beginning. He was there for us, and we will never forget him. Tonight his wife will be They are here today to support the outing and to show their how happy they are that we were there for them. So I think we're going to have another great day.
We have Bob's wife here, Lynn Talbert, and this is a special. Let's hear it for Lynn. Lynn, Bob was the man for it. Bob worked like a dog for us. He really did. I mean, he came up here and he probably lost 20 pounds during the auction. I mean, the people that have been here, they know that. And like I said, he did so much for the police departments and the fire departments and just the communities that are involved in this benevolent outing. Is unbelievable. And on behalf of the association, we have a little token of our job. So Lynn, I know you have some brief remarks you'd like to make, so I'm going to turn the mic over to you. Lynn, we're going to set that on the table.
It's going to be very brief. Bob was definitely the ham in our family. I'm not. I used to hide behind him when we were out in public half the time, but I know we love Johnny. I know
Thank you, Lynn. Diane, you recall, lost her husband, and also we have Donna Cook with us this evening. And that's why this association was formed. Formed originally for Diane and for Donna, to help them out as far as what their needs were at that time. And I know they're greatly appreciative of what this association did for them, and I know that Diane and Donna would just like to make some brief remarks. Diane?
First off, I want to thank everybody for the past 5 years. Receiving the help that I did helped me tremendously, and there's not a day that doesn't go by that I don't remember all the people that have helped me. And speaker, but I just wanted to thank everybody on behalf of Lindsay and Brian and I for coming out here and supporting us. Thank you very much.
Well, again, we have a waiting list. I mean, we have 2 foursomes and all 27 holes. I mean, we have over 220 golfers. But it's going to be a great start. We also have Karen Newman today to kick it off with the national anthem, and then followed by that the golfing, and the live auction, the silent auction, the raffle. This is a huge event. It's a huge event because the community makes it a huge event. And of course, without the community and without the support of everyone, including our elected officials, we couldn't do it.
It's amazing how much this thing has grown since when we first started covering it a few years ago. And then we only had 2 beneficiaries, now you have several, and it's expanded well beyond its original scope and did so much good for people. And I guess the thing that impresses me every year is just how much support the people of Farmington Hills and the Farmington Hills business community gives to this event. The police appreciate you as people, and the fact that when you do lose somebody, that we've lost somebody too, and we want to help out. And that's the kind of community Farmington Hills is. And with this chief and this police department, it's an amazing relationship that, other departments try to recreate. It's not always an easy thing to do.
This is just it's a great outing because it's a benevolent outing, and it was originally started, as you know, for 2 officers who died very early. They've done an outstanding job. It is just more or less snowballed, and it's we are now a very successful organization. After about the 2nd year, Chief Dwyer decided to bring the Franklin Police Department into the outing as well, and we did, in fact, lose an officer about 1.5 years ago to a heart attack who was under 40 years old. I think he was 40 years old. So you just never know when tragedy is going to strike, and if it does, because of this outing, there's going to be benefits available for the children of these officers for really the rest of their lives until they grow up to be adults. So it's just an absolutely great outing. Franklin. Continue and allow new golfers in because it's just been so successful. So we're just very, very happy with it, and we hope we're lucky. We got a nice day today, and hopefully everybody have a great time.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early
works on the Franklin Police Force, told me about the event, and this is the first time for me. I understand that the event has been around now for 6 years. When he told me about it, it was sort of one of those things that I don't care how busy I was, I had to come out. It's just a great thing that they're doing, raising money and helping out families and wives and so forth who really need the help after the loss of a loved one who is a law enforcement. I understand it's not just police officers anymore, it's fire department, public safety, and so forth. So it's a great event. And bottom line, it was a great event, and I needed to be part of it. So in any little way that I could be. I don't golf, but I can kick it off for you.
Well, because they're a part of the community, it's so there's been the fire department together as one, and I think it's worked out real good for the community.
It can't grow any larger, I'm pleased to say. For some people, of course, that's a little upsetting because they can't get in, but we have a waiting list for people who want to get in, and every year it gets bigger. Gratifying. It's such a worthy cause, and people recognize that, and they're willing to open up their checkbooks for it, and we appreciate it very much.
Okay, we have a framed Detroit Red Wings jersey autographed by the Stanley Cup champion Detroit Red Wings, Darren McCarty, Chris Draper, Marty LaPointe, Kurt Mulkey, Slava Kozlov, Doug Brown. The starting bid is $250. I know I got $250, so let's go with that. We got $250, go for $300. We got $300. Look. $550, looking for for 600. 600. We got 550. We got 600 back there. We're looking for 650. We got 650. Looking for 700. We got 650. Looking for $700.
Oh, I think it's very important, and I think Chief Dwyer does a marvelous job along with his officers and his command in integrating themselves into the and our fire department. Chief Marinucci has done some marvelous things. I think he was president of the National Fire Department. I mean, I'm just real proud of all of our public servants. They do a nice job for our community.
You know, I think this is my third or fourth year that I've come out, and it's something that I was invited to. But then we had a situation in our neighborhood a couple years back that was a very nasty situation. And got great response from the police, very quick response from the police, and I just said, you know what, this is something really I should be doing as a good person for the community and everything. And I was just overall impressed with the way the situation was handled, and said, you know what, I'm going to do this.
Try to donate my time or donate some items or whatever can help to raise some money, fallen officers, help their families, and firemen and other people in the community that it helps. I'm this community guy, you know, so anytime I can pitch in and help in any kind of way.
As the summer came on, this is one of the events that people said, you know, this is a real strong event. This has a lot of support in the community, and it's for a very good cause, and it seemed like something I definitely wanted to be a part of, and that's why I came out today.
It makes me feel great because, you know, as a community, the city cannot do everything for everybody. But the community really comes out and supports this, and it kind of fills in a hole, an area that we haven't been able to take care of otherwise. And you know, you get every year everybody gets hundreds of requests for charitable contributions. This one's important because we're taking care of our own. And it's right here at home, and that's why this is good. And look at how this thing has grown over the years. It's phenomenal. The community support is wonderful, and I expect it'll continue that way because it is doing what it's supposed to do.
I think it's great. We have a fabulous turnout by the whole community, and myself, it's one of my favorite charity events of the year. And I think the whole community really gets behind it and supports it because of how great the cause is.
Obviously a good charitable event for the community, for the police, for the fire, but for any employees and people that are in need in the community. And I want to mention, on behalf of the mayor, Nancy Bates, who can't be here, she's on city business, she also appreciates the volunteer effort and the work that's been put forward on behalf of those who are a little down on their luck.
Well, you know, that's the great part. I know that you've probably heard this all day today, but that is the great part about Farmington and Farmington Hills, is that that's what we're all about. Everything that we do is for kids, for families. Community events like this are becoming the norm pretty much in this community, so it's great to see, and it's one more time that the chief has done a great job putting it all together, and you can see all of the community people behind it. It's for a good cause, so we're all out here for the same reason.
Actually, the fun of it and the camaraderie, and to help the benefit, and it's done a lot of good things for a lot of the employees of the city, so I think it's a good cause.
The funny answer is because everybody who's anybody is here. And if you're going to be anybody, you got to be around the everybody's, right? So I'm just around here hoping to catch a pearl of wisdom or maybe something falling off someone's table. But seriously, it's a terrific cause for, and how much better can you do than helping families who are people that are in crisis? So I think from the standpoint of doing a good thing, you couldn't do any better than this. You have a great day of golf with a lot of great people, and you get to meet new people, and you see some celebrities, and maybe, you know, catch a hello. That's what's fun for me. That's absolutely, this is what we're about. This kind of thing where the community joins together in a common cause to try and do something good for other people. That's what we're about. We try to tell those stories that maybe they wouldn't get reported otherwise. We do a lot of promotion with this. We do a lot of follow-up. Anything we can do to help a cause like this, we're more than happy to participate in.
Well, this afternoon.
Oh, you
How's that for a bad deal?
Well, the community is just always behind us from the very first year. This is our 6th year, and the golf outing just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and there's more and more people that want to participate. In fact, we continually turn people away, and it just says a lot for the community that they're so behind us. And it's not only Farmington Hills, but it's Farmington and Franklin, so it's all the communities together. And it really means a lot to us as individuals because we do have such wide public support.
Right, too, the foresight and generosity of Chief Dwyer and his staff, they decided to include all the public safety officers, and including the firefighters in Farmington Hills, and we're very grateful because he does such a great job with this outing.
Well, I really think as far as helping someone in our organization or the police organizations that are involved, it's a great thing. Personally, I hope I never have to use it. I hope my family never has to use it. I hope I stay healthy my whole career, but heaven forbid that I get hurt. I know they're going to be covered. I think it's a great thing.